Okay, so I want to talk about a wonderful sermon that I saw last week, which is why I haven't posted. I'm supposed to get this for some reason. I will attach it below, so it's making me question my faith, things I believe in, but I just want to first state that this young lady, Pastor Sarah Jakes, T.D. Jakes' daughter, was phenomenal. So I want to know, I happened to catch this sermon in a key moment where I knew she had where I knew I was watching a superstar in the making. So I don't find it coincidental that Pat Roberts, is that his name? Pat Robertson has just passed, because I feel Pastor Sarah Jakes is going to reach that precipice. Okay, let's see. Let me get her up. And I mean no disrespect by reading her. I have some questions. I'm going to read myself and talk to God about tarot, about crystals, about spirituality, about yoga. I have no questioning myself, but I also have questions when it comes to a woman preaching, or makeup preaching, wearing a wig preaching. I'm not judging. I loved the whole sermon. I loved everything about it. I think it was a very key moment. Actually, what is her birthday? I don't mean disrespect by reading her, but I kind of feel like it's a twofold thing. I want to know what God is saying to me. The message she delivered to me, and I think she does God's work in one way and I do it in another way. She is a Cancer. Okay. So, when it comes to this beautiful creature right here, okay. Love and desire. So I'm going to read about her in general. Anger. And then read about what she might have been trying to, or what I took from her sermon. Love and desire. As natural stimuli, symbolizes the human virtue of possessing the elements that provide delight. Associated to the sun, the letter P, and the number 1, it represents the principle of natural science, and God is science. Shadow of my loom, weaving the cloth that shall become my coat. As an element of prediction, it promises illusions, ardent passion, attractions, ambitions, hope in something that depends on the will of persons of the opposite sex, unexpected goods, and danger of losing them because of the interference of false friends. Okay, this is not what I was expecting to get. Maybe because I'm not being direct. Tell me about Pastor Sarah Jakes, please. Her mission here with us. The Weeping Willow. Weeping Willow. This card depicts a willow bent from the weight of its cascading silvery green leaves. The willow grows on the banks of a quiet lake surrounded by fields. Behind the tree, on a hill in the distance, is an isolated castle dominates the land, while in the foreground, some flamingos graze on the shore, among the reeds that grow beyond the pond. The willow is a rather particular tree, both for its medicinal qualities, but especially for its drooping form, so different from other trees and easily identifiable, thus known as weeping. In Jewish tradition, the willow is the bringer of rain. It is also at the center of a touching medieval Christian legend. According to this tale, while Jesus was carrying his cross to Calvary, he was overcome with exhaustion and fell. Just then, a nearby willow bent down its branches to help Jesus to his feet. This is when the willow took on its characteristic shape in memory of this episode, symbolizing tears. Keywords: desired assistance, emotional disappointment, a time of discomfort, lack of faith, discouragement, disillusionment, melancholy, playing the victim. Drawing the Weeping Willow card leads us to careful consideration. Rather than being a foreshadowing of unavoidable misfortune, as the name of the tree might suggest, it refers to a particular condition in the life of the seeker. The weeping willow describes the state of mind of the person for whom, or about whom, the reading is being done. The person in question is clearly going through a time of great discomfort, and of lack of faith in themselves and their own resources and capabilities. They are likely looking to the future with pessimism and deep bitterness and disillusionment. The surrounding cards will provide helpful clues to understanding the cause of the distress. Could be a problem at work, a romantic disappointment, or a conflict with someone close. This card warns us also that in this difficult time, giving in to melancholy and wallowing in victimhood can make it that much more difficult to see the solution to the problem is within reach. This card encourages us to accept the help offered by a friend, precisely because the suggestions made by someone who truly has our best interests at heart can make all the difference in the world. Advice: in order to overcome an obstacle, it is sometimes necessary to accept the help of a friend. Do not be bitter about what is already past, but be grateful for the assistance you will receive. So I think this has more, because I didn't focus, this is me in relation to her and her message that she gave to me, but I'm trying to find out about her being the combustible star that she is about, like superstar status she's about to acquire. Okay, let me look at her picture and try this again. Pastor Sarah Jakes. Ooh, maybe God is blocking me from reading her. Well, let me ask. How has she touched me with her reading, or her sermon, sorry. How has she touched me personally? Is this the end of me reading cards? How has she touched me personally? Is this my wig coming off? I'll take it. I hope the paper's over here. How has she touched me personally? I want one of these. Knighthood. A paladin. So is that to join for, like, it might have made me mad, but then it made me think. So is this to join forces on a religious front versus a spiritual front? Eight of Swords, interference. So you did cause an interference on my screen. The Chariot, stuck. Chariot in reverse. A death. A spiritual lesson. Chariot in reverse. Being closed off, stubbornness, overestimating oneself, rushing along into an accident. So I did take the necessary time to go think about what she was. Page of Cups, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Page of Cups. Nope. Knight of Cups. So, alright, let me open them all up first. Knight of Cups, Knight of, excuse me, Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles, outside of a church, tempting the devil. Knighthood. Alright, with this crest thing, I'm gonna have to revisit this. I kind of know what she was saying. There was an interference in the way I was thinking or portraying or perceiving or relating to religion. Not a fault of mine. Chariot in reverse. There was a death to something, but a lesson learned spiritually, but stuck sitting with it. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, intimate with myself, withdrawing in solitude, in seclusion, thinking about things. And then it's a back and forth, a dichotomy, a back and forth oscillating feeling between, is what I'm doing correct or not correct? But this can be two ways. Join the religious team, or, since it's a past life card, something that I was, or a way I was committed to, could have been a false allegiance, committed to the wrong thing. Alright, let's see. I need to know what I garnered from that sermon. It's coming out. I need to know what I garnered from that sermon. Okay. Scream, don't try to escape, don't open the door, don't answer the phone. Someone taking their love for scary movies too far. Now this is giving me this. Kazakhstan. Isn't that where Borat's from? That Uzbekistan. No, I think Borat's Kazakhstan. Sorry if I'm holding it the wrong way. Borat. So, okay, I think I get where this is going. 2017, Washington, the White House. Melanin Poppin' Squad. No, just say no. David Bowie, but Queen. We're going back to oh, they both got crowns on. Conspiratorial aspect. What is this David Bowie thing? Banksy, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen as Ziggy Stardust. Okay. What would you have me do next? What would you have me do next? The warrior in reverse. Put your sword down. Put your weapon down. Challenge. Sword. In reverse. Letting the challenges defeat or overwhelm you means you are working against your better judgment. Step into the breach and make a counter challenge before the ground is taken out from under you. Okay. I'm going to have to sit with this, but I will include Pastor Sarah Jake's sermon. I hope I didn't mean any disrespect by reading her. This is when I took this is reminding me of when I took religion in high school and anthropology in college. It's a little confusing, but I will figure it out. So if I do more readings, that means I sat with God and I feel it's okay. I think this is how He has me spread His word. I'm not making money off of this. I'm doing this, I think, because I am supposed to. But I do appreciate her sermon, and she did an outstanding job, and I can't wait to see all the things she's going to do in the future, and I think she is going to lead a mass amount of people back to religion. All right, thank you.